For I will show you, yes you my beloved viewers, 240,000, 100,000, $20,000 grant opportunities for, you know this better than me, everyone, with applications you can complete and submit in less than 12 minutes. As long as you watch this video until the end, I will show you how to complete and submit these applications as promptly as possible so you can get back to providing for your loved ones and everyone for whom you are ultimately responsible. Mind you that many of the looming application deadlines for these programs lapse in less than 3 days. So jump on them right now. In less than 15 hours from the time of the publication of this video, I will stop sales to the Grants for Everyone Secrets ebook, where I am equipping you with the tactics that I used to aggregate all the links that I have been distributing since the onset of the pandemic on our spreadsheet, where I list links to information resources and application portals to Grants for Everyone, like on the Grants tab. All of these opportunities for people who operate small businesses. Neil, I don't operate a small business, but if you are not clocking tens of millions of dollars as a CEO for a Fortune 500 company, then you should operate one. If you were not born with a platinum blunt in your mouth, you should run a small business. Become a non-employer firm if you need to become that. That's an official term that the SBA uses to refer to companies that only one person operates. Got the Grants tab, the Locals tab. I have linked several opportunities that I will be showing you today, and the ebook specifically will show you the tactics to find these types of opportunities available to people in your area who fill your occupation or operate the type of business that you run. If you're struggling to win grant money, I have good news. Get step-by-step instructions to seek out government and private grants, the secret strategy that helps you discover hidden grant money opportunities every time. The one arrangement that will allow you to qualify for the widest variety of grants available. Let me just stop real quick and applaud and commend everyone who has hopped on the ebook, who has joined me for the live webinars, because you have welcomed the opportunity that the true and living God has given you to develop your wisdom, your skills, to do everything required to fulfill His will and your will, to contribute to society, to serve your neighbor, so you can serve your loved ones and the people for whom you are responsible. We are the children of abundance, not of scarcity. Do not let diabolical words get into your brains and tell you you're not good enough. You can do everything. Listen, I was able to work with the 2012 Barack Obama presidential campaign. I helped the first black president get reelected for a second term. Right here, you can read all about it right here on Forbes. I wrote the whole story, all kinds of networking that I had to engage in order to ensure that I got to a position where I could represent this account. Adweek, you see, I work with the Nielsen Company, all kinds of organizations. I charge a floor fee of $25,000 for a 1-hour consultation. And look, on the page for the ebook only costs $17 less than a New York cheese pizza, the most appetizing pizza on the planet. Facts. Look it up if you want. Chi-Town deep dish got nothing on it. As a matter of fact, probably even less than a Chi-Town deep dish pizza. Major shout out to Chi-Town. I'll be there in a couple of weeks. If you want to link up for brunch, shout me out in the comments section or wherever. You know how to get to me. 17 bones for this ebook right here. You probably spent more on stuff that's done nothing for you. These are just some of the people who have gotten paid grants after watching our videos. $40,000, $10,000, $15,000 in rental assistance. Stop, right? You can get the audio book where I read it to you so you can listen to the audio book while you're doing the dishes or driving or working out. I'm always listening to audio books all the time. And I'm holding a Grants for Everyone Secrets Q&A, where you have the opportunity to attend a one-day live virtual conference on November 10th. That's next Friday at 3:30 p.m. I go in for at least 2 hours, but we were in there like 4 hours the other day, and we went in on everybody's specific situation. I gave them potential million-dollar ideas that they can use for them to be able to raise capital immediately and start getting that paper, even while they are applying for grants. Here's a testimonial of Junice Koger, who just wrote on our channel some time ago that she was able to win a $120,000 federal grant after watching our videos for years. So go ahead and pick it up. You can pick up the ebook, or you can also pick up tickets to this. Listen, you will not be disappointed. No one who attended was disappointed. Let's get into these grants. Continue session. Grant applications. The Restaurant Disaster Relief Fund. A number of you want to open restaurants. I don't run a restaurant, or I don't operate a business. Again, you need to operate one, and you can do that with the simple act of you taking used items and flipping them on eBay. I've told you about how I flipped my AirPods for like 20 bucks. I flipped old Toyota keys for like 20 bucks. Everything that's used in your home, you can go ahead and flip it, and you can make an online business of it. And that's just one way of doing it. Or you can do what I'm doing. Go ahead and visit my video, Broke, Do This Now, Broke with the question mark, where I tell you how to build out a community. You can do what I do. What many people don't want to show you. Get into the information hustle, where you can start to build a community around your movement and help people. Because listen, if you are one step ahead of anybody, you can help them. You have always been a shoulder to lean on for someone, I bet. I am 99.9% sure. So you can use the information that you have used to help people, to help other people on the web. These social networks like YouTube amplify your message, and you can build a business, a community that can help fund your ultimate business idea. The Restaurant Disaster Relief Fund, DoorDash's Restaurant Disaster Relief, has a deadline of December 29th, 2023. You may know the drill with this stuff already. So if you run into the Restaurant Disaster Relief Fund application and you've applied for this in the past, you may have your answers already pre-populated into the entries. You identify yourself, identify the business, and then you get into the responses right here. And I should have many of these entries already populated, but I do not. Like this one's already populated right here. Nonetheless, if you take a look at this one, what influenced you to become a restaurant owner? In other words, because I did not fill this out because I do not operate a restaurant anymore. I did at one time Vacan out in Brooklyn, in Bushwick for some time. But if you visit the spreadsheet is, I'm not going to say the Bible, because the Bible, it's hardcore. Nonetheless, someone actually told me that she visited this as if it was her Bible on a regular basis, and she won like $5,000 of grants. I dropped the video on it. Go ahead and hunt for it in the library. I won't do so right now. So if you go into the Small Business Resources tab, I have a link to the scrap note document. This is a scrap document where I wrote down responses to another application that I submitted, and this is where the gems lie right here. Now, I have written responses. You have to pre-write them so you are able to fill out the responses in these applications and fill them out in as little as 12 minutes. This is what I'm telling you. All right, you have to have them. Now, you don't use my responses word for word because we operate different businesses most likely, unless you're gonna follow my path. Many people on YouTube, as you very well know, they've got grants for everyone videos. I was the pioneer. Sometimes pioneers get shot in the back. Nonetheless, I'm still here. Took my shots, took a licking, and kept on kicking, baby. Woo-ha! Anyway, never teach the Wu-Tang. Anyway, at 12 years old, I let kids play my Nintendos. This is a question that they typically ask. Tell us more about you. Why did you become a small business owner? So this may be the one that the application already had populated. What specific business goals will this grant help you achieve in order to succeed in 2023 and beyond? Please be as specific as possible. Max 300 words. This grant will allow me to be able to complete the content that our community needs to know how to fund and build their businesses faster. So if you go back to the scrap note document, I have applied for Hello Alice a few times. This grant will allow me to be able to complete the content right here. Look, you see? They typically ask the same question. So once you have responses already written on a document such as this, just take this and just blank it out. Like you just go like this, bang, and then just put in your own responses. And every time that you encounter a new grant opportunity, just rework it. And depending on the requirements for every single opportunity, go ahead and punch it into ChatGPT, and it'll help you reformulate exactly what you need to say based on the specific requirements of the application that you are completing at that particular time. So all of these, you respond to these questions, you go to the end, no conflict of interest, and just click this button labeled submit. Then you got the Stacy's Rise Project, same thing. They've got a deadline of December 1st, 2023. The American Dream Awards. Apply now, April 30th. And mind you, many of the eligibility criteria that these programs list do not require that you were in business in 2019 or 2020. Some you just have to ensure that you do not generate, or you have not generated more than like $1 million or $5 million in revenue. Go ahead and read the eligibility criteria, not financial advice. And like that, you'll have a better idea as to whether you qualify. And if not, ask the grant administrators, because even if you read it on these documents, the administrators, they have the final say. Perhaps there'll be exceptions based on your particular situation. Hold up, I almost forgot to mention that Hello Alice and other grant programs that you typically encounter on social media only award less than 10% of the people that apply. In the ebook, I teach you how to find grant programs that award at least 20% of the people that apply. During the live Q&A call, I'm going to walk you through the platform so you can more precisely learn how to identify these opportunities so you stand the best chance of winning this grant money. If you are an individual, again, for everyone, hit the benefits.gov page. If you are broke as a joke with nothing but hope, but with God's lightning bolt that will never, ever, ever, ever let you choke, okay? So you hit this benefit finder and you can access all of the programs the federal government funds through social service offices in your area. So hit benefits for food stamps, for welfare, and in the ebook I actually have some information that will equip you with arguments that you can use to better qualify you for these types of programs and other programs available to you. 2023 Grant Awards. Customers who meet the eligibility requirements may submit an application to become one of the grantees chosen each month. $5,000 to help grow your business. Again, linked on the spreadsheet. That you can access, by the way, by visiting bit.ly/Neil Rod. And on this page, simply enter in your email address and your first name, and the welcome email that you receive upon submitting this form will equip you with a link to all the free materials that I cover in my videos and this spreadsheet. The Fountain of Civilization, the American River Current, the student voice of American River College since 1955. $100,000 in innovation grants will be awarded to various projects within different departments and programs. Neil, I don't attend this college. Listen. That's why you want to pick up the ebook, because in the ebook, I will equip you with the tactics that you need to ensure that you find these type of opportunities that the administrators better target for people in your particular situation. So if you want to find, let's say, grants for your school or someone who lives in your area, that's what the ebook teaches you how to do. And you can access the ebook by visiting bit.ly/RodSQ. I will leave a link in the video description below. Department of Justice awards over $334 million in grants to strengthen community policing. Now, even if you do not run a law enforcement agency, if you do, this may be an opportunity. You want to read this type of content so you have an idea of what grant administrators are looking for in terms of mission alignment, what your business should be aiming to achieve with money that they're aiming to obtain through a grant or other forms of funding, by seeing who actually won these things or wins these programs on a regular basis. The LIHEAP eligibility tool. This tells you whether you are eligible for LIHEAP, which is a program that helps you pay for home energy in Alaska. Again, if you don't live in Alaska, don't worry about it. I'm just showing you the types of opportunities that I'm listing, and I have listed more right here in the locals tab. So you may actually find one that is more particular to you right here on the locals tab. But don't click the back button, because this grants section has grant opportunities open to people all across the country. The contiguous 48 states, if I'm getting that number right, the 50 states and all U.S. territories. You can find opportunities where everyone in this country, I take care of my own, is eligible. And we keep going just to show you the types of opportunities you can find by executing the tactics that I teach in the Grants for Everyone Secrets ebook. And feel free to pick up everything that I've listed as order bumps. In other words, where you can go ahead and take advantage of all of the other opportunities in our premium offering. And let me just tell you something real quick. I am using these funds to ensure that I can continue to deliver every single resource that you need to be anything that you want to be, so you can provide for your loved ones and everyone for whom you are responsible, and contribute to making this planet a better place to live for everyone, for the future, for your kids, and everyone on this planet that the True and Living God has assigned for you to serve. Sacramento City Express grants are now available for commercial buildings on Marysville. In El Paso, right here, they're accepting applications. Next application round for Louisiana's $10,000 roof grants open Monday. If you need help with your roof out in Louisiana, bang, hit the locals tab right here. The roof program, again, all right? I actually Fortify Homes grants right here to lower insurance payments. Financial grants for veterans of foreign wars. Again, I have a section exclusively for veterans right here. So you just go ahead and take a look at the veterans tab. Bang. All types of opportunities for veterans right here, like no-fee bank accounts with Chase, yada, yada, yada. Get through it. I'm trying to get to everyone's situation here. Just look through the library and you will find things for which you qualify. You just have to hunt. Government grants 2023, U.S. grants. It's a grant repository. It gives you all kinds of information on government grants. I covered that on yesterday's video. Top 10 college scholarships and grants for veterans right here. GI Bill and all of this stuff right here for veterans. Again, on the Veterans tab, you will find these opportunities. CAL FIRE, Wildfire Prevention Grants Program. If you equip, I guess, your facility to ensure that it's safe from fire, then you may qualify for this program in California. Lansing receives over $6 million in revitalization placemaking grants. Read this content, and you'll be able to find it using the tactics that I teach on the ebook. University of Massachusetts Amherst, of Dublin, UMass, research grants for researchers, for the researchers among you. $1.1 million in grants available for emission reduction projects. Businesses and organizations from the public and private sector are eligible to apply for grants to fund projects that reduce emissions from diesel engines. This is in North Carolina. More than $1.1 million available to fund eligible projects through the Mobile Sources Emissions Reductions Grant Program. Right here, more information on it. Small Michigan nonprofits awarded $30 million in relief grants. Again, read through it so you can check the eligibility criteria. K through 12 education grants for teachers and faculty. National Society of High School Scholars. I have a students tab on the spreadsheet. Another one for students right here, scholarship directory on Big Future. And again, you can find the opportunities for whom everyone in the 50 states and U.S. territories are eligible on our grants tab. And again, we've got mortgage assistance tab, rental assistance. Many people ask me about rental assistance. As a matter of fact, people have won tens of thousands of dollars in rental assistance after watching our videos. I have links to all of the offices in all 50 states, if I'm not mistaken, even Guam right here, the Northern Mariana Islands, vouchers that pay for your rent out in New York City, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Mississippi, Arkansas. Go ahead and subscribe to the newsletter if you haven't done so, or check out that rental assistance tab. Home down payment programs, again, for individuals, grants for parents, and everyone. Again, you can find the link to get the Grants for Everyone Secrets ebook at bit.ly/Rod, S as in Sierra, Q as in Qbert. Watch the video you see on screen right now so you can see me cover even more opportunities and ways for you to provide for the people that the True and Living God has assigned to you to serve. And remember, you have less than 15 hours left to invest in yourself, fulfilling the True and Living God's purpose. He created you and only you to deliver.